Hey guys. Okay, something a little different here. If you're not ready to sit down for just over an hour watching this hot mess, then click off the video and find something else to do because this video is an hour long. It's kind of like a live, except it's not. I didn't do a voiceover. I did not edit. It's just straight up. Here you go. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we're going to be doing a little miniature build of a little bookstore, and I'm so excited about this. This whole hour gets two little bookcases of the bookstore done, and that's it. But I guarantee you, Moose Man makes quite a few appearances in this, and you can tell by the tone of my voice. Mama's. Okay, so I just needed something a little relaxing to do with getting towards the end of the school year. And mind you, we have not had spring break yet. No, we have not. No. So sit back, grab you a cup of coffee or whatever your beverage of choice. And for the next hour, you will be witnessing two miniature bookshelves put together with this hot mess and the hot mess moose man. And let me know what y'all think about this long extended video, or if you would like me to go edit. I wasn't sure how to edit this because there's just so many little pieces. I I tried to stop the video when I could so you wouldn't have to watch me hold glue and sit for 5 minutes at a time, but I do show you a detailed process. So, y'all let me know what you think down there in the comments. If after 5 you're done with this, let me know down in the comments. I want some sincere honesty here, constructive criticism. Just be nice and don't make me cry. Okay. Okay. All right. I love y'all. If you hang in here to the end, you are the real MVPs here. That's all I got to say. I love you guys. I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to let me know what you think down there in those comments. Mwah! Hey guys, how we doing? Moose Man is here to join us. So I've got the microphone set up. I'm kind of doing this quote live. Live, but not live, not a voiceover. It's the true me coming right at you. And so it's the true Moose. So if you hear big thuds, he's bumping into the mic. If the camera shakes, he's bumping into the arm of the camera. And that's just a hot mess. And now he's literally going to sit on top of what I wanted to show you and eat other things. Okay, guys, so here's what we're going to do. I know you see, we're kind of, we're kind of done with Easter. We still got some spring stuff we could do, and I plan on doing some sunflower stuff and all those kind of goodies like that. But I need to relax and take some chill off the, end of year teacher crazy chaos. And y'all, we haven't even had spring break yet. So I can't even begin to tell you like what's going on, how I feel. Yep. There we go. See, it's already shaking. Okay, shaking the bacon. And so figured, like I know a lot of ladies do the junk journaling. I do want to get started into that. I was watching those ladies last night journaling our way with Tiffany and Tasha and Joanna and all those beautiful ladies and Linda, and oh, it was just great. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And Clary, you guys go check those ladies out. Junk journaling our way, I believe it's what's called, or journaling our way. Anyway, I do want to get involved with that, but let me just shut up. And yep, we're cooking because the moose came through, bull in a china shop, a moose in a china shop. He's ready. Okay, so instead of junk journaling, I really wanted to tackle this. I found this really cool craft kit, and it looks like a little bookstore. Look at that. Is that not the coolest thing? Okay. I found it at, oh, flip it over for the price tag, at Marshall's. It was originally 45, but I got it for 28. And as we were checking out, I was with my oldest daughter, Ashley, and I was like, man, that still seems like that's too much for something like this. I don't know. Let me try to straighten this again, folks. Okay. Sorry about that. He's laid down for a minute. Okay. But then when we were looking, she goes, but look, Mom, it comes with LED lights, step-by-step destruction manual. It's laser cut plywood. It has the decorative papers in it. Like, look at all the little details. A chair, table, all the little books. Like, yeah, supposedly all this is in there. Isn't that the coolest thing? And I could also kind of like put my own touches on it, like bees and sunflowers, because that's the theme in my classroom. So I kind of want to look like this is like my classroom, kind of. So I might be adding some of my own other embellishments and papers instead of maybe the stuff they have. Instead of maybe where it like says bookstore, put Miss Richardson's class, first grade, something like that. So put my own little touches on it. So I have not opened this up yet. So that's what we're going to get into in just a second. So we got the scissors and we got the Moose Man ready to go for that. And I figured doing this, I'm going to need some different types of glues. So I've got just some little pin liquid adhesive glues, such as this Aleene's tacky glue right here. And yep, not going to be able to see a darn thing. All right, and this little bottle of glue, it's just regular old glue. This came from Dollar Tree. I have these, they're called zig pins, but they're like glue pins. And this one literally looks just like a pen. Yep, see, Moose approved. And this one, it actually kind of looks like a marker. And I have this finer tip one, and then I've got a wider chisel tip one. But it looks like a marker, but it's glue. So we're going to give those a try, maybe. I'd also have this little bottle. I got these little bottles on Temu to put paint in because they got a very fine little needle tip on it. But this one, I put some just regular old Elmer's white school glue in. So we've got that. When all else fails, we got some super glue gel if we really want to make it stick. And I've got just some double-sided, the tape runner stuff to use. If all that fails, we can always bust out the hot glue, no problem. So I kind of put these in a little paint cup right here. And if also need be, I've got like little foam dots, or we can take foam to maybe elevate some pieces if we wanted. I've got alien tape, you name it, we got it. We can take care of this business, okay? So let's crack this baby open. Like I said, if things go wonky, if you don't hear me very well, or you hear big thuds, I'm doing this live. So, yep, All right. So he ran away for a second. So let's kind of get this open up. Let's see if this was worth the 28 bucks. And let's have some fun. And we'll put our own little touches on this. Now, where this originally came from, I have no idea. Like I said, I found it at Marshall's, but I've never seen anything like this. I'm sure it's kind of like, building a dollhouse or something like that. So I'm sure you could probably find something like this on Amazon. I have no doubt. But I don't know. I don't see a company. Oh, here it's called One Design Home. Look, there's a website if you find this interesting. Look, decorative use, not a toy. Oh, I need some AAA batteries. Batteries and glue, not included. Imagine that. Small parts, keep away from children. Moose, stay out. Look, and it's a collection because look, this says the bookstore edition. So they've probably, I'm sure they have more. So I might have to get on. We might have to jump on and we might have to check that out, guys. If I enjoy doing this and don't totally go crazy because I might be having trouble, then we might just have to find us another one. Look at this cute box. I like the box that it's in. Open here. Okay. Look, good directions already. Let's see. Oh, look at there. Here, look at all this. Look at the pieces of wood. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of pieces. Look, it looks like a kitty cat. Oh, looky here. We got, oh, there's the lights. Kitty. There's a little kitty in there. Oh, I didn't even know it had a kitty. Oh, Moose, it's got a kitty. We're gonna have to paint him black so it looks like a moosey. Yeah. And there's a cup in there. And ooh, all sort. Look, even an on and off switch if you need it. Huh, look. See, this is why we can't do anything. Excuse me, we're showing everybody what we got, Moose. Okay, and here, this is all of our papers. I'm assuming. Let's kind of pull this and this out of the way here for just a second. I'm sure the instructions are in here somewhere. It's probably what this is. Let's give this open. Give this an open. Sure, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Yep, there's our instructions. Boop, boop. Oh boy. Look at all of this. Oh my gosh, guys. Like, we're gonna build all of this. Holy guacamole. There's your floor plan. Yeah, I doubt. Oh my. Okay, so we've got some stickers. Oh my gosh, here's the covers to books. Oh my gosh, is this not the coolest stuff? Oh my goodness. Check it out. Here's some more book covers to make some books. There's the things to go on the bookstore. Yeah, I think these are stickers. Maybe? Okay, anyway. So yeah, so this was all the stickers. We're gonna put this back in the bag because I'm not gonna tackle that right this second. Hey, hey, buddy. Okay. So, and then we've got our bag of all of our little pieces here. We got the lights, we got the kitty, and there's like a coffee cup in there that's about as big as the kitty. So that's kind of odd. Anyway, there's a little piece of fabric in there. I'm sure we're gonna know what this is all about. Now this looks like it's all the pieces of board that we're gonna need to build the walls, and it's just pretty heavy, guys. This is like I believe them when they say it's actual die cut plywood. It's pretty. I mean, pretty sturdy. So right now I'm thinking the $28 for this. Yeah, that's I could go for this. This is pretty cool. Now, can I actually do it? I might have to go back and edit some of this and put some beep 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 in. Yeah, because I'm sure not pretty words might not come out of my mouth. But anyway, here's oh yeah. Like yeah, it's kind of like Dollar Tree kind of wood, but that's okay. Look, everything is numbered and lettered. Oh, this is pretty cool. Like, checking it out, guys. Look at that. Look at that. This is some sturdy. Yeah, this is some good stuff. There's our doors. I'm trying to keep it in order here. Not that it probably matters, but every little thing is like, as you can see here, like on B, they have everything literally like, I don't know if it's going to focus in, but like numbered, like that's piece B1, B2, B3, so B4. So hopefully I might be able to do this. We're about to see. So, before we really get started into this, and I have you guys watch me probably tear things up and cause a big ruckus rackus, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of look in my directions to see kind of what we have going on. And I will let you know if these instructions are worth it. Look at this. See, look, there's the kitty. Oh, and then look, it's got a coffee cup. Look at that. Oh, look at these neat little things that are in here. This is so cool. So exciting. Okay, so we need some glue, huh? We need some tweezers. Oh, got tweezers. We got tweezers. We got scissors. We got scissors. A ruler. Well, we gotta measure stuff. Oh boy. Look, we're gonna use my scissors that my beautiful parents got me, and I got my big ones too. And we need a utility knife, so we got our little X-Acto knife here. The tweezers. We've got our glue. Big scissors, little scissors, and a ruler. Hmm. Yeah, I have a ruler, guys. But you know I don't measure, but we got a ruler. So that's all we need. So it's stuff anybody really has. So let me go through this and it tells you how to install your batteries. Look at this. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me kind of blow through this and read through this a second and let me tell you and let you know if this is Sabrina proof or not. Well, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I don't think this is going to be too bad. Here's my one problem. The itty bitty tiny print. See my finger? See that print? Yeah, like look. I'm blind as it is. Maybe this is what I should do. Y'all tell me what that says. Okay, so it pretty much works. It tells you like this is bookcase one. It starts by making all the bookcases. So we make the frame later. So it starts bookcase number one, and you read it like a book from left to right. When you get to the end, jump down here. That finishes that, and then it starts bookcase number two. Work left to right. We're at bookcase number three. Work left. Then we go to the next page. So it's pretty much left to right, just like a book. And the first part tells you, okay, so here is what this one's going to look like. And here are the pieces that we need. So like this one, we need a K8 and there's one piece. So like I said, everything is very well labeled. I just got to hope it doesn't all fall apart. So here's the K8 right here, as you can see. So we're going to take those two pieces and hopefully just pop out those two pieces right there without popping everything else out. I gotta hope I can get those out. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is popping out pretty good. There we go. Okay, so there is our K8, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, okay. So K8, there's the two pieces. We got those. Now we need L1, and there's four of those. So L1, here we go. Here's L1. It trust me, that's L1. And there's four of these. So we pop all four of those out. And I'm not going to do this for everything, y'all. I'm just going to kind of show you how it's kind of explained for this first bookcase, and then we'll kind of leave it at that. Okay? And then, so there's the L1s, and then we need a C3. C3, C3PO. C3, and we only need one. These are all a bunch of little bitty tiny books, I think. Yeah, these are all just a bunch of little books. Oh my. Oh boy. So yeah, we need a C3. So there we go. Boop boop. There's a C3. And then we need to go back to our L's because we need L2, which is four pieces. So back to the L's. Yeah, this is how I have to work it, guys. So there's the L2. So we'll get those popped out. Like I said, hang in there with me, guys. I'm just showing you this first one. I'm not going to do this for every single piece because I know you'll just like flip the channel and like be like, it, nope, lady, see ya. And then we need this G1. When we get into the G's, this is where our stickers come in. Or actually, they're not stickers. We actually have to glue it on. Yeah. Okay. So G1. And see, this is where I'm kind of confused because all of these are G1. Look, it's Alice in Wonderland. Oh my gosh. Like some of the, oh, Tom Sawyer. Oh my gosh, these are like actual books, guys. Oh, Wonder. Oh my gosh, these are actual books. Okay, yeah, okay. So reading library nerd here, teacher. Yep, it's coming out. It's coming out fast. What does this one say? I can't see. It says best cat stories. Oh my god, look at that. Fantasy, not Fantasia. Fantasy. Yeah, so much for the reading teacher, right? So, not sure exactly what they want me to do with that. But then, okay, so look, and then you just follow the arrows. So, boom, we're going to take one of these K8s and attach our L1s. So, these were our K8s, and we're going to attach our L1s. These were the L1s, right? Yeah, the bigger ones. Look, guys, I'm already, yeah, okay. So we're going to attach our L1s just like this, hopefully. And these just pop in there, huh? Yep. I probably should, well, no, maybe by the time I get the other side, it'll all snap together pretty good. We'll see. I don't know if I need to add some glue or not. It doesn't tell me to add glue right here. Oh, wait, it says paste as shown. So I should add some glue right there. Oh, I see. Okay, so we do need to add a little bit of glue on all of these. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to go with? Let's just start by using this up. This needs to be used up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put glue on the tips of this, and I'll kind of put it on both sides, and I'll just stick it in there just like this. Maybe. There we go. Okay. And then I'll make sure, yeah, this is going to take forever. And we'll make sure that we get in there and I'll wipe that glue off. And then it's going to want us to take these little L2s and they're going to go, let me get this on, just a little bit of glue kind of on both sides there. These are going to go right here. It's like the bottom of the bookshelf. So see, there's us a little bookshelf right there. Just like that. You know what? I bet it'd be better if I got some Q-tips, sure, yeah, to wipe some of this glue out. That'd probably be a lot easier just to get the glue. Okay, so we can take a Q-tip and this will wipe the glue out. So there we go, okay? And I'm sure it wants me to probably glue that in as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to finish this up because I know you don't want to watch all that. So it wants us to put all four of those in. These go underneath to create the shelf. And then we pop the other side on. Okay, so I'll get that done. We'll be right back. Let's see if I manage to get this without breaking anything. Funny. Okay, guys, got it together. Got to admit that, and I went ahead and put glue kind of right there so the bottom would stick to that piece right there. And putting on, once I got these in, I then attached this side, and yeah, it was kind of, kind of hard to line up, but not too hard. Once you got it going and started, it was perfectly fine. So everything is sticking together really good. I'm just trying to clean up my glue here a little bit, and yep, just in time. Just in time, son. Just in time. Okay, because I want to make sure that I don't have glue all over everything, right? And I'm just kind of pinching that together. So see, you can see kind of where the glue is and how I kind of got it all together. This will, I know, will dry clear. So, we good. We gonna leave it. We good. We good. There we go. Okay. So now what we do is it kind of tells us about our book. So you take the G1 onto the K8. So you just pick a book. It doesn't matter. All of these are going to go on here. Excuse you. So here's our little book. That was the G1 or the C3. And then we just pick a book. So I'm just going to start with the first one right here. Okay, you've got to go, little man. Okay, so, and we do have to glue these. They're not stickers, unfortunately. Okay, and then so it shows you right here. You just kind of glue it to the back, pull it around the front, and boom, there you go. So we'll just kind of start. And I want to make sure I don't put too awfully much because I don't want to make a mess. This might actually work better with like maybe a glue stick, maybe. Let's put this on the right way. All right, so we're going to line up. And then, and this is a good thing about the liquid, and then we'll put a little bit kind of right in there, and then we'll put a little bit on here, and I'll kind of smear it around some. I hope this actually like kind of works and I don't get it too gloopy gloppy. I don't want it gloopy gloppy. So yeah, this is the little stuff that's probably going to make me lose my mind. And of course, you got to be careful because I don't want to mess up the paper because, yeah, that's what it is paper. And I need a dry paper towel. Here we go. Okay. So, see, yeah, this is going to move around quite a lot. And this is probably going to be the part that does me in and makes me want to say not such nice words. But anyway, oh, maybe this won't be relaxing. I don't know. I really hope it is, though. I really want to do this. Okay, yeah, Moose. Eee, and here he comes back. Okay, so there we go. They're probably not going to be perfect, but look at that. That is Oliver Twist. Yep, look at that. Moose approved. So there we go. This is what's going to be the time consuming part is making all these little books because as you can see, these are all of our books. And the books will then just sit on the shelf. Look at that. Oh, I'm sure we probably will need to glue them, but I don't know. Look, you could even put them like that if you wanted to. We could put them on their side. We could put them flat, but this is how it shows us doing that right there. And then it goes on to say, complete the whole book production as shown in the picture. So there we go. There's 16 books that we have to make. I can't tell if you can see this or not because Moose is in. There we go. So there's 16 books that we're going to put on here. And then this first bookcase will be done. And I know y'all don't want to see that. So I'll come back and later taters. Gabushy. So far, guys, this is easy. Other than I can't see the print because it's so tiny. So I literally stick it up to the camera so I can see it on the computer, on my computer screen. And the tedious of the putting the covers on the books. But I mean, that's what it's about. So this will give me some patience because Lord knows I really need to learn some patience right now because teacher running out of patience. So yeah, I can tell these book and book covers are going to give me a run for my money, but you know what? That's okay. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I can't believe these are like actually like real books. This is just too cool, guys. And they'll just sit on the bookshelf. Now, I'm sure I probably need to go ahead and glue those on, but let's just get the books together because, yeah, they're going to have to be glued because moose in a china shop there. Okay, so this will let that dry as we make our books. I'll just set them on there, but I won't glue them. I'll come back and do that with y'all. So here we go. Let's make some books. Okay, guys, look. Kitty. Okay, I just wanted to show you something. So instead of using, yeah, I've only got like 5 done, but I'm getting my groove because instead of using the thicker end of the Aliens Tacky Glue here, I'm using this two-way glue zig. I'm pretty sure I got these off of Temu. Pretty sure. And they came with the 3-pack. This one, and then this is that one that's got the tiny pin, which I thought about using, but this one that looks like a marker is working really, really, really good. Now, if it's going to hold, I don't know, but so far we're holding, and I'm realizing that this is working better than using the wide tack right there. But look, this really is really easy. So I'm just holding the tip of it, and look, it just literally, you can see it's on there because it's clear and it's also a very faint shade of blue, and it's not putting it on in big thick globs or anything. Oops, sorry. Or anything like that. And you probably can't, it's not going to focus. But anyway, and then I take it and I just take one of my books and I kind of set it in the middle to kind of get it started. See, like that. And then I'm just taking it and then and of course, now that I'm showing you, I'm going to goof it all up. And then just kind of trying to press that middle down in there and pushing it while I'm holding it with my fingernail over here on the other side. And the papers are just a tiny bit bigger than the books, but that's not a big deal. No biggie, no biggie. And while the glue is still wet, you can kind of shove it around a little bit. Then I'm just kind of pinching and making sure that this is stuck around all the edges, pushing it down so that the spine gets down, and there we go. Look at that. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this one. He doesn't want to focus. Okay, fine, be that way. But anyway, this is really working really, really good. Like, chef's kiss. Mwah. Okay, get the rest of these done. I'll be back. Okay, there we go. So I kind of put them in the order I kind of want them in on the bookshelf, so all my like green ones weren't together and all the oranges weren't together and spread it out a little bit. Okay, so we pulled this back. Here we go. Now I also noticed where some of this pops out. It probably would have been a good idea to take just a really kind of light grit and kind of sand some of these down where it was attached, where it was cut with the laser where it was still kind of hanging in there. You might want to sand some of this down. You could, even if you wanted to, you could paint this. And I'm also noticing, like on the books, see, you could kind of see where it was attached and it is kind of bumpy. Paper kind of sticks off. I guess when it was dry, if you wanted to, you could very lightly take it, sand them down a little bit. But yeah, Mama not gonna worry about that because Mama just excited to get this together. This is too cool. But this is just something else that you could do. to make sure, because the papers aren't on there perfect. You got a little bit of edge hanging off, and then you got where the book was attached, and it is a little bumpy, rough part. So you could take, and you probably would want to sand them down maybe before you put your label on, or if you wanted to try and get that off, go right ahead. But you know what? I ain't going there because I don't want to mess them up. And besides, they're still pretty wet. But this worked excellent to do that. Again, this is like a zig pin. I got them off of Temu. It was a 3-pack, two-way glue, whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't know. So blue when it's wet and then clear when it's dry. But anyway, it works just like a marker. You push the tip in to get it started, just like you do with your paint markers, and then you just color on it. But it gives it a real thin layer so it's not clumpy like if you were using other glues, even like the glue stick. It's not that clump. It's like, I love it. Okay, now to put our books on the bookshelf, I'm going to go back to my thicker Aleene's tacky glue pen to glue those on. Okay, so because it did say in the last step, glue your books onto your bookcase, which makes sense. But my thinking is, do I want to paint this, or let's just put it together and then we could always order another one to paint it? Because see, this is probably going to bother me. So, but I don't know where exactly it goes in the bookstore once you get it together. I'm sure it might go against a wall or something, so you probably don't see it. But yeah, so I don't know if I want to paint them. Do you guys want to paint them? I don't know. But I kind of like the brown look because it looks like a shelf. But I kind of don't like that. If you wanted to get really specific, I bet you could take some like spackle and put it over the sides so that would seal all those in where you popped it all together. I bet that would be real good too. It also helped hold it together as well. Man, I want to paint this, but yay caramba, do I want to paint these? If I wanted to paint them, what color would I paint them? Let's see. Let's check our cover again. Here's how it looks. So you kind of see them, but you kind of don't. So I don't know if I should just leave. Look, I can't wait to put these lights in. I guess you really won't see it too much, I guess. And I guess it would kind of go with the rest of it. Yeah, guys, I think we just need to leave it for right now and learn how to put it together. And then if I buy another one, which I already think I am, oh, my cousin just told me, thank you, Julia, that you can find these on Temu as well. So if you're a Temu shopper, you can find these on Temu. So obviously, if it's on Temu, you'll find them on Amazon, all that good stuff. Or again, remember, I did find that website link, which was where there it was, called One Design Home. If now, why does this thing never focus for me? There we go, onedesignhome.com. So I bet you could find some more there. But anyway, so like I said, this is just a bookstore edition. So no, we're gonna have to go look. The Craftwell Collective. Anyway, Temu, Amazon, knock yourself out. Okay, so I've decided we're just going to leave it. We're just going to glue on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a dot and 4 go across the top. So I'm just going to dot, dot, the dot. And we're going to put these in. And I'll give myself a second. I'm just going to lay them down in there, and then we can rearrange, sort them. You do not have to put these in there perfectly. You can put these in however you wanted. And mine, of course, will not be perfect because we don't do perfect here. Because, yeah, that is just few and far between. If you're looking for perfect, go find another channel, guys, because that's not going to happen around here. So we're just going to set these on there. We're just going to put those on like that, and we're going to let them dry if I can. See, that's too big. I need something else. You guys got another idea for getting some of this glue out of there, especially in between these books? Maybe you don't put so much glue on. That'd probably be a good idea, huh? Yep. Yeah, buddy. I don't want to use too much of a wet wipe, because using too much of a wet wipe, that's going to mess up the book covers, and I don't want to do that either. So here we go. Just one more round, one more round. I like don't want them right underneath each other for some reason. I like want them to like I don't know. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get these guys on there. This is a good thing about using this kind of glue. I guess if you wanted to, it actually said to use some kind of, I don't know. It's probably regular glue and it's just a fancy name for it, I'm sure. I can't remember what it said, what kind of glue it said. It's probably just the name of some fancy glue. Let me see, because that's going to bother me. It said to use some kind of glue. What did it say? It was back here at the front. It said a white latex used for bonding of paper and wood materials, dries slow, easy to modify. White latex. Is that just regular white school glue? I mean, this is working. No problem here. I mean, So, yeah. So we'll get these next ones on and I'll be right back when I get the rest of these on here. Woo! One thing, guys, make sure the books are turned the right way so that the front cover is showing, not the back. There was a couple I had to pop off because I put them flipped up so that the title wasn't showing. Yeah. And it was just the back cover of the book. So, yeah. Make sure they're so tiny and I'm blind as a bat. So it's kind of hard for me to see. But if you get up close enough, yeah, you could like, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, I ain't got my glasses on. But look at guys. Look. Oh, come on, focus. Focus. Come on. Focus. 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 Why do you not like me? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Is that not too cool? Are they perfect? No, but this is so much fun. I need to not put so much glue. There's our kitty book down here at the bottom. Look at that. Wicked. Oh, the raven. Huh? Look at this. This is just too cool, guys. Too cool. So, look at there. Our first bookshelf is together. I wish I hadn't used so much glue. Anybody got an idea how to not, we could wipe this up if I do use too much? I mean, I guess the Q-tip's too big. I guess just don't use so much glue, right? I mean, I got a little bit of a fingernail here. I guess I could use like my little, like maybe if you had a little stylus, you could kind of get in there and wipe some of that out, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I just need to be more careful, right? That'd probably be a great idea. Just be a little bit more careful. Look, I'm just so excited about this. Yeah! Bookshelf number one. Yes! Let's hope it stays together. Okay, guys. So moving on to bookcase number 2. So this is a longer one. You can see the stickers. These are a little bit bigger because they look like a whole set of books. So this is kind of a longer shelf. So I went ahead and what I'm doing is like I've got all the pieces that I need for this shelf lined out and right here with me where I need them. They're so cute. Okay, so everything is lined up right here, ready to go. We're going to start off by using our glue because we got to build the shelf first. So we just, once again, so we're going this way, and then we want we want all 3 of these like on the sides. So again, I'm just going to put a little bit here, a little bit there, and I did make sure that the notch was up there at the top. Look, once again, I'm using a patootie load of glue that I should not be using. Good Lord have mercy. Okay. Look, it's even oozing onto the thing. All right. So here we go. Next. Next. Now it's oozing out all over. And you probably don't need nearly that much glue because I'm sure by the time that this, like, once you get everything stuck together, I'm sure it is probably not going anywhere at all. So, yeah. So, we get those stuck in here like this. So, this is kind of making a longer shelf right here. But then it wants a different one on the bottom. This guy up here goes on the bottom. So I don't really know what the difference is, but this guy's going on the bottom. So there we go. Make sure that those are, some of them too are kind of hard to get pushed in there. I don't know what the difference is between this one and the other one, but the other three that are on here. But, and just be careful. I'm trying to use patience because you guys know, like my child, I'm a moose in a china shop. And I'm trying to be careful so that I don't, you know, end up breaking anything and then getting upset and saying fancy, colorful adjectives and stuff. Okay, so now that we got this, this is how we're looking so far, right? Boom, boom. Then we got to put the other D1 on the other side. So I'm just going to put a little bit here, just a dab. I don't think we're going to need very much because, I mean, I think it's going together pretty good. They're snapping together pretty snappy. It's pretty snappy. So this is the part it's gotta line up. You gotta kind of watch it because you don't want to totally wreck everything. So just kind of taking my time here and lining things up. No, speaking of the devil, here we go. Here we go, guys. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to get these popped in really good, or it's not gonna completely stick together. Moose might help us, and that's probably not gonna be too much help. But you never know. The boy might give us some work here. Yeah, these are like not. My goodness. So yeah, I may have to cut y'all off for a second, and because this one's a little bit harder to get together. And I'm trying to not break it. No, no, don't help me. No, Moose, no, don't help me. No, Moose, no. Okay, well, I'll be back, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, got it together. Boop, boop. I was just making sure I would put it down and then I would just like push pretty good and then I got it all cleaned up. So we're good to go. This is the top. So we take this last piece right here and I'm just going to put some like on this inside of these right here, maybe. Boop, boop, ba-doop. All right. And then these kind of just slide right on the top of that. Maybe. Sure. Uh-huh. Right. Maybe I shouldn't have come back yet. Oh, there we go. Look, that popped right in. Look at that. There we go. Okay. So, is it too wonky? Don't look too wonky. Looks pretty good. See? Oh, yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Okay. Make sure we got all together there. We'll get a little bit of our glue out because we don't want all that up in there like that. Yup, yup. Can take our wet wipe, just kind of making sure some more of that is off of there. Okay, so now we've got our bookshelf. Now we got to assemble our books that are here. So make according to the template. Oh, so this actually just kind of folds and rolls with it. So I need G11. That's this biggest, well, not the biggest piece, but this one right here. And apparently you just fold it like, so it's going to need creases in it. Oh gosh, and the creases aren't there. Well, this is going to be a big old hot mess. Okay, so let's crease everything. Okay, this may be more frustrating for me than putting the book covers on the books. Okay, so let's get everything folded. Actually, it's folding in a pretty good spot. And then as you can see, there's all these little tabs. So, oh boy. Yeah, that should be a whole lot of fun, right? Okay. So, yeah, let's just kind of bend on all our little tabs. It actually is going pretty easy. Is it actually scored already? No, it's not scored. It's just actually bending pretty easy, believe it or not. Okay, and then this one, there we go. Got that bent. Do we need to do the other side? No. Okay, so we got to make this look like books. Yeah, sure. Okay, so, okay, I see what we got to do. All right, so first thing we need to do is we need to put a little glue on here. And I think, again, we might be better off using this guy right here. See, you kind of just pump it, prime it to get it going. All right, so we need our glue, of course, is going to go on the flap. So see, this works really good. You just sit here and you just color it just like it's a marker. So you can see it. It's blue. It's shiny. Boom, 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 boom. See there? And then we'll take that, and that just lays on the top of there. So it's kind of making a little book square here, like so. And then all these corners are going to have to fold in, and then these bookends will go on top of that. So we'll take our pen and we'll just color. Oh yeah, this is working like amazing. Yeah. See, you just treat it like it's a marker. And then we'll take that last flap, we'll fold this in, and I'll kind of hold it for a second because it's, yeah, this is kind of, to get this to kind of stay together. Okay, we'll go ahead, we'll color this in. See, it's just like we're coloring, but we're coloring with a glue pen. Yeehaw, right? All right, and take this guy, kind of pull that in. I'm trying to kind of, it's not going to be perfect, but I want to sit here and see, there's our little stack of books. See there, see there, see there. Kind of cute, kind of cute. Kind of a pain, but kind of cute. I ain't gonna lie. But we can do it. There we go. We can do it. We got it. We got it. We got it. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to hold this for a few minutes. But you know you don't want to watch all that. So I'll be back in just a second because I think I need to do like 4 more that are going to go on this bookshelf. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, there they are. I wanted to just kind of show you one more time. So it's kind of tedious, but it's not bad. It's pretty flat. And look, see, there's no creases, but it is actually like even the longer pieces, it is folding right where it needs to fold, like without a problem. So we got to fold all these tabs down, and then you're going to fold where each of the books, you got the book pages, and then you got the spine and the covers of the books. So we're going to fold on all of those, but I thought it was going to be hard because it's not like been marked or anything, but look how good it's folding. And then we've got to make sure that we fold all these little tabs in, including the book ends, little tab, jump up here to the other side, little tab. And no, they're not perfect. I mean, if you wanted it to be perfect and like you could get your bone folder thing, which I do have one, and all that good stuff, you just go right ahead and do so. So now that we've got all of this folded the way it needs to be, it's going to come around and our glue is going to go on this first long tab right there. And like I said, this is working amazing. So we just color it like we're coloring with a marker all over this white tab, the long one, and I'm making sure it gets pretty good and coated, especially on the ends, because we don't want nothing popping up or off. So you can see it's kind of shiny there. And then that's going to come around. That top's going to fold right on top of that. And I'm just trying to use my fingers to kind of make sure it's somewhat kind of even. They're not perfect, but you know what? That's okay. So we're just making sure. And then I'm kind of just very lightly. You can't push hard because it's hollow inside there. See? And so I'm just pushing very lightly, and you give it a minute or so to kind of get it to hold, and I'm kind of hanging on to it. And now what we're going to do is our little tabs that are stuck in here, we're going to take our pen and we're going to put the glue on those. And I'm trying to get it like underneath if anybody's sticking under a flap. And then you just take the book end and just flip it. And then I kind of just sit here and I kind of just hold this, kind of make sure that's pinched together, kind of make sure it's somewhat even. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you can see there. So we got lined up. See, they're not going to be perfect in the corners, and that's okay. It's going on the bookshelf. And so after holding that for a few seconds or two, then we can come down to our other end and we will do the same thing. Like I said, you know the glue is on it. It's a very pale, pale blue, but you can see that it is shiny. Well, you kind of can't right here, but there you go. And then just take this and we'll kind of squeeze those corners in, pop that right there. See, it's not perfect, but that's okay. That's what makes it great, right? We don't like perfect around here. We like it wonky. We like it wonky. We like it funky. And then I kind of just grab both ends like this and I just kind of keep rubbing it and holding it, not pressing hard. I'm just trying to make sure that these ends are sealing and I'm holding it and I'm just making sure those are sealing right there. And after I've held it for a few minutes, see, it's not perfect. That's okay. And then there we go. We got our little books. So here's our bookcase so far, right? We got just a bunch of kind of things kind of here and there. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Adorbs. Adorbs. Okay, now it had a long piece. Oh, wrong path. Let me put this on. Okay. Now there were a couple different pieces. It also wants us to make 3 more books, but you saw me do that. Now, there was this piece, and you make it into a book, but you accordion fold it. So, not exactly sure how to learn, like, it's gonna have to like go. I don't know which way they want you to do it though. And then it wraps around, but it says to accordion fold it. So like the whole back and forth thing, like this, and like yeah, this definitely is not going to be perfect by any means. So we just keep wonky back and forth, wonky like a donkey, because this is supposed to be look. It's gonna look like it's an open book on the shelf once we get this done. So yeah, so then it'll go like this, and that'll be that cover, and then this will go ahead, and I'm assuming I would think you would want to go ahead and maybe just put a little glue like right there, and then maybe on the top just to get that to stick. So it's kind of like you're making a whole big book kind of thing, and I think I made it true bird, but that's okay. It's the first one. We got like 4 more we can make. So there we go. So that wrapped around that side to this side. You probably couldn't see what I was doing, I doubt. And now I glued that in together, but look, it still looks like it's an open book. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Ah, look at that. 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 It's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's not perfect, but it's pretty cool. Look at that. And does this one have a title? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. Can y'all see a title on that? I think it does have a title. I think it does. Does it? Ooh. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, no, there. Whoop. Come on, Bessie. Okay, you guys, I am wasting every bit of your time, and I am so sorry. Oh, there it is. Can anybody read it? Flow's moving castle. I can't. Moles. Wow. I don't know, guys. But there's the cover. But look, it looks like a little real open book. Look at that. So that ends up going on the bookshelf here. I'm going to make these 3 books, which you've seen that. Now it's got this other little piece here, but I don't know where he's supposed to go. Okay, it's a pretty cool looking piece. It just kind of just looks like that, kind of like a little house kind of thing. I don't know where he's supposed to go. G16. What is this? Let's see. It just has you. Oh, it's just like you fold this backwards like that. And then, so it's kind of like a little pamphlet or a brochure, like a little display. And so it would sit there on the shelf, kind of like that. I know you can't see that far away, but it would sit there kind of like that on the shelf. So now what we can do, oh, I need to make my 3 books. Let me make my 3 books, just like we did with the other things. And I'll be right back and we'll put it all together. Yeah, exciting. Okay, guys, there we go. Got our little books, got our little pamphlet, got our chunks of books, and now we put them on our shelf. So, here we go. I'm going to actually put the glue, and I'm going back to my tacky glue pen, and I'm going to make sure that all we got to do is put the glue on the bottom. Actually, I probably could go ahead and use that pin over there, but yeah, this was almost out. So, yeah. Okay, so we're going to go back to this. All right. And hopefully this will work and not give us too much trouble. Okay, so it's just really thin paper, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We'll just make sure we get it on there really good. And this first one goes right here. So we're just going to get it on. I'm going to keep this laying flat so that it's flush against the back of the shelf. We'll kind of squeeze it, pinch it, put it down so it's laying there flat. Pushing it all the way over in the corner over here. Gosh, it would be better if I had this, I think. And now there it comes out. Okay. Is it going to stay? Yeah, okay, it'll stay. And then now right here, we're going to take two of our little books. Guys, look, look. I don't know if you can see it, but it's Little Women. I'm going to put that one on top. Now, that one doesn't have a title on it, so it wants us to stick two books kind of right here. For this one, I will use my thicker stuff. And it just wants us to stack two books right on top of each other. Kind of like, I kind of got them hanging off the shelf a little bit, see? And then we glue the other one right on top of that one. So we're just making a little book stack here. Here's our Little Women. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so, and we'll kind of put this, I'm going to make it wonky. There we go. Wonky like a donkey. There we go. So we just made a cute little book stack right there on the end. So that's what goes there. And if you didn't want to do it this way, you don't have to do it this way. Okay, now that brochure pamphlet thing, that goes right there. So I'm just going to put, this isn't going to take much glue at all. And this is just going to see that tab, that just kind of goes, yeah, sure it goes. This would probably be good to use the tweezers for. Okay, and so that's going to go kind of right there, kind of like it's just a little brochure, kind of like it's a little pamphlet, a little flyer. See, it's not a book, it's just a little flyer or a little picture or something of the sort. Maybe it's telling you that these are nonfiction books. You never know. Okay, and then we take our open book, and our open book goes next. So we'll put a little bit of glue on there, a little bit too much, but that's okay. And we'll stick our little open book on here, just like this. And of course, I won't make it stick right there on the shelf. I'm going to make it come off the shelf a little bit. There we go. See? Uh-huh, look at that. Oh, okay. And then it wants to put, what is this one? One of these, sure, I think this one. This one might fit. I think that's the one. Not that it really matters, guys. That doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're going to let that sit up for right now. And I'm going to put my glue. You just decide whichever way you want facing out. I'm going to put my glue on the bottom of this way. Yeah, we should have used this glue to begin with. I'm kind of worried that other top one isn't going to stick very well, but we'll make it work. Okay, and I'm going to stick it on there. We're going to hold it on there. I just put it flush up against the side over here. So there we go. There we got that shelf. Then the next shelf, it wants us to put these two right here up next. Where do these other little books go? I didn't see where these other ones needed to go. It doesn't tell me where those needed to go. You told me 3, but you didn't do 3. You only did 2. It lied. Oh my goodness. It lied. Oh, they put it by the open book. Oh, so this third one actually I need to scoot this over because that third book right here, so we're just going to put a tad of glue. Yeah, put half a thing of glue. And let's make sure it faces the right way. And we're going to put that, goes right next to here. Like so. To see, look. I love it. I love it. Love it. I can't help it. I love it. Okay. There we go. All right. So we got our little brochure pamphlet. We got our open book. And then we've got that guy. I don't want them all going the same way, though. You know me. I like to do it wonky. Okay, he's gonna have to go that way because, yeah, I gotta have some wonk in it. There we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then now these two go on. So we'll just put some glue on the bottom of this guy. Burp, burp, burp. They are going on this third shelf. There we go. Made a mess there because I did too much glue. Can't get too crazy with the wipes because this is just paper. Okay, and then this other little book stack goes. Oh, look, you want to open up, don't you? Oh no. Oh no, sir. You are not. Nope, you are not. And just for that, you're gonna go against the back. So a little glue there. And he goes over here on the other side. Y'all, this is fun. This is like, my daughter's 19 and 25, Ashton and Maddie. They love the adult sets of Legos. Like they're totally addicted. And I'm talking the Legos that are like, the sets that are like $200-300. But it really has helped them with, stress relief, and yeah, it's really helped them out a lot. They have, whew, boy, they're gonna be rich one day when they get old, and if they ever want to sell that or give it to their kids, man, I tell you. Um, I just found my Legos. I seriously just found my Legos. I knew there was stuff like this, but I guess didn't know there was stuff like this. If that makes any sense at all. So, yeah. And so this is my Legos. I think I found my Legos right here because it is like Legos, but look at what we're doing. So this one fits on that whole bottom shelf down here. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh man, I want this to focus so bad so y'all can see this. No, Moose. Ah, look at this. Oh, jeez. Look at this. This is so cool. Look, I'm trying to get it to focus, guys, but it can't. And it won't. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Look at the moose. So there is our second shelf. So we got our first shelf and our second shelf. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I am in love with like this open book and the little pamphlet. And just wait, guys. Some of our next shelves have photos and pictures on it. Oh my gosh. So here we go, guys. We're going to stop here with this one. And there's our little bookshelves ready to go. Hopefully I put that right. Yeah. Okay. Now see, these we're probably going to have to sand down. Well, I guess until it'll be all right once we glue it to the on the floor of the bookstore. It'll be okay. So there we go. We got that. We got this one. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look. And this is what I was talking about. Coming up next. Look. This next bookshelf has a photo on it and like a little vase thing and books standing sideways. Oh my gosh. I love it. Say bye, Moose, and we'll see you guys later to put some more together. And I hope you enjoyed our two little bookshelves there, guys. If you like this extended version of a long video, let me know. If you don't, let me know that too. Constructive criticism is always appreciated. But remember, be nice. I don't want to cry. Do all the YouTubey thingies if you like. Let me know what you think down in comments, and I will see you for part 2 next week. I love you guys.